It all starts with Anna imagining she's in the middle of a rock concert, but she's actually in her room passionately playing the guitar. Tez, meanwhile, is recording a podcast. Now she's a successful psychotherapist who shares her experiences with an ever-growing audience. In one episode, she mentions that she'll talk about a dynamic relationship that has marked her life. She explains how when Anna decided to become a single mother, the entire family changed forever, and how that decision allowed her as a grandmother to get involved and provide support in a new role. In another scene, we see Anna hurrying her daughter Harper, who is running late to school. Meanwhile, Tez talks to Ryan and tells him that she's getting better and better at recording and editing her episodes, although after reviewing the video she realizes that she appears with a rather funny expression. At the same time, Anna, trying to respect her daughter's privacy, hesitates to enter her room but finally does. To her surprise, Harper isn't there. She left a note explaining that she went surfing later. After returning from the beach, Harper finds Anna visibly upset because she's been running late. At that moment, she arrives. Tez, who gives Harper the already prepared breakfast and offers to take her to school. Anna reminds her that she had already said that she would take her herself. Tess replies that she knows, but that she decided to do it because she saw on social media that Anna had been working very late in her recording studio. She also reminds her that when she made the decision to become a single mother, Tez promised to support her 100%, and that is exactly what she is doing. Finally, Anna insists on accompanying them as well, and they both end up taking Harper together. During the trip, Harper tells her grandmother Tez that her lab partner is unbearable. She is a new student who arrived this year and acts like she is superior to everyone, simply because she is British, something that Harper says she mentions every 5 seconds as if no one has ever met someone from the United Kingdom before. We then meet Lily, the new classmate that Harper was talking about. During a conversation with her classmates, Lily tells them that she has a French boyfriend whom she met during Fashion Week in Paris. Meanwhile, Tez drops Harper off at school and advises her not to worry by the British girl, assuring her that after this year she probably won't see her again in lab class. Harper tells Lily that she needs to put on her goggles, but she refuses, claiming that they're unflattering. Harper impatiently tells her to stop doodling and focus on the experiment. Noticing that Lily is drawing instead of working, Lily clarifies that she's not doodling but designing. Tensions rise and Harper insists that the measurements need to be precise, to which Lily replies that she already knows how to do it because in the UK this has already been done. Harper, increasingly annoyed, tells her that people think she's smart just because of her arrogant attitude. The argument continues until in the middle of the confrontation they both accidentally combine two chemicals that shouldn't be mixed, causing an unexpected reaction that forces the lab to be evacuated for safety. Anna is summoned to school by the headmistress to talk about the incident. While on her way there, she talks on the phone with TS, telling him that she doesn't understand why she was called. At that moment, she accidentally bumps into a man, and as they lock eyes they feel immediate connection. Yes, gentlemen, love at first sight. Both have been summoned by the principal and soon discover the reason. The man named Eric is Lily's father. During the meeting, the principal expresses her concern about the behavior of the two students. Eric comments that it seems like it was all a misunderstanding since she thinks Harper is a charming girl. For her part, Anna says that Lily seems authentic and genuine. Their words take the principal by surprise, who expected a defensive reaction from both of them. Defending only their respective daughters, however, both Anna and Eric are respectful and considerate, avoiding making negative comments about the other girl. Eric mentions that he is very involved in his daughter's life since it is just him and her. Anna replies that she is also a single mother and that she has made it through everything with Harper. At the end of the meeting, they both agree that they would like to continue talking and decide to plan a date. Tez meets up with Ryan. She explains that it's not that she doesn't want to go on a trip, but that Anna's wedding has put her considerably at odds with her patients, and that has caused a serious problem. She assures him that she just needs a little time to get back on track. Meanwhile, in the car, Lily and Harper continue arguing. Anna, trying to stay calm, tells them that she understands their emotions but asks them to at least try to listen. Harper, frustrated, replies that she feels like they are trying to keep her away from her friends and family, and that she won't even be able to surf before going to classes in London. Eric intervenes, pointing out that the decision has already been made. Anna adds that they are doing it for the well-being of the family because whether they like it or not, from now on the four of them form a new family. They then drop the girls off at school. Later, Anna arrives at her recording studio. Although she was once away from the music world, she has managed to make her way as a producer and artist manager. She is currently working with Ella, one of the most popular singers of the moment. However, upon arrival, she is informed that the day is not going well at all. Her artist has just been dumped by her boyfriend Trevor, who has also released a song about the breakup. To make matters worse, he did it by text message. Anna approaches Ella to comfort her, trying to calm her down. She tells her that Trevor did write a song, but that it probably isn't as serious as it seems. Ella tearfully replies that the song is titled Better Than the Last One. and is clearly referring to her. Anna tries to soften the situation by suggesting that the lyrics could be directed at anyone else, but Ella answers with a shaky voice that her name appears explicitly in the song. Despite the drama, Anna asks her to focus on her presentation on Saturday. However, she refuses. The songs she's supposed to perform are all related to Trevor, and now she doesn't feel up to singing them. On the other hand, at school, tensions between Lily and Harper haven't lessened. In fact, they're worsening. During the dessert fair, Lily, visibly upset, throws away the cookies Harper had brought, the same ones Tess had painstakingly baked. In response, Harper takes one of the cakes Eric made and throws it at Lily, staining her clothes. This small act triggers a full-blown food fight. Cakes, creams, and cookies fly through the air as the students join in the chaos. Amidst the commotion, Lily and Harper come face to face again. Lily picks up a cake and determinedly tries to throw it at Harper. However, Harper dodges it just in time, and the cake ends up hitting the school principal directly. The principal, her face covered in cream, asks who started the fight. Everyone points to Lily without hesitation, and Harper, as punishment, the headmistress, informs them that they will have to stay. After school, they must also immediately take her to the hospital. The cake that was thrown at her was lemon, and she is allergic. Back in the recording studio, she hears a song composed by Anna. Fascinated, she asks if she could perform it in her next performance. However, Anna, with some reservation, replies that she has more suitable material, even better than her own. Meanwhile, Tess talks to Eric and gently advises him to remember that the girls are going through a difficult time. They are struggling to adapt to this new stage, and they need time. Just at that moment, Anna arrives, and Tess informs her that there has been an incident at school between Harper and Lily. The girls come down covered in food scraps, clearly after an argument. Anna, surprised and somewhat overwhelmed, tells Eric that it is essential to give them space to express what they feel. She then turns to Harper and asks her directly how she feels. Harper apologizes for what happened, and Lily does the same, however barely. After finishing speaking, they start arguing again. Tired, Anna loses her patience and tells them that she frankly no longer cares how they feel at that moment. That night they will both sleep with. Tess tries to ease the tension and asks why she's punishing them by sending them with her. "If I'm fun, I have board games," she says with a smile, trying to make light of the situation. But Harper makes a statement to Anna that throws her off. "If you go to London, then I'll stay with my grandmother." Anna, surprised, turns to Tess and reproaches her for having told Harper that she could stay with her if she decided to move in with Eric. Tess tries to justify herself. She explains that the reality is that Anna needs to settle down with Eric in Los Angeles, and that Lily needs guidance right now. But Lily overhears the conversation and angrily tells them that none of them understand what she really needs or wants. The day of Anna's bachelorette party arrives, and with it an air of nostalgia. She reunites with her friends from the first film, including Maddie Peg, and to everyone's surprise, Pei Pei. During the celebration, photographs are projected showing important moments from the past, including an image of Jake, Anna's first love. Tess watches Lily sitting alone, visibly sad, and approaches her. Gently, he tells her that Anna also lost her father when she was the same age Lily lost her mother. He reminds her that she also had to deal with the test wedding with Ryan, and later with the complications of a move. Assure her that she is there to support her, and that she doesn't have to go through this process alone. But a hurt Lily responds coldly, "You're not my grandmother or my therapist." Meanwhile, Anna chats with Maddie and Peck, telling them that she hasn't had time to write songs lately. Now she confesses that she only listens to podcasts about motherhood. This confession doesn't go unnoticed. Harper, who has heard her from afar, hurtfully asks her to forgive him for ruining her life as a rock star, and leaves. Anna runs after her, explaining that she wasn't serious. She tells him that he did quit music, but now he has her, and that means everything. She begs her not to leave. However, Harper responds that she doesn't feel part of that world and doesn't belong there. Later, Anna and Tess begin to argue. Tess tries to calm her down, telling her that she needs to relax, but Anna insists that everything was under control. Suddenly, a woman who calls herself a psychic appears and offers them a card reading, not giving them much room to refuse. Anna and Tess, although skeptical, they decide to listen to her. At first, the psychic says generic and predictable things, but then she takes both of their hands at the same time, and her words change tone. She tells them that at some point in the past their paths crossed deeply, that each of them walked the other's path, as if at an unusual intersection. Then her voice suddenly changes, and she utters a warning. It seems that there is a lesson that they both thought they had learned, but that could be repeated. Frightened, Anna and Tess immediately get up to leave. Before they leave, the psychic asks them for a collaboration, but they do not respond and leave hastily. Lily and Harper discover that there is a psychic present at the farewell party. Intrigued, they approach her and ask for a fortune-telling, hoping to find out where they will end up living and thus change their destiny. Although the psychic warns them that things do not work that way, she agrees to read their hands. As she does so, she reveals that they are both destined to be family. Suddenly, just as happened with Anna and Tess, the psychic changes the tone of voice. An enigmatic, almost supernatural message emerges from her, and she tells them, Some people's feelings must change to return to where they belong. Moments later, everything begins to tremble slightly, although it seems that only they can perceive it. The same thing happens simultaneously with Anna and Tez, who bewildered believe that everything is a product of their imagination. It must be because of the amount of people and noise we are hallucinating. Tez comments, trying to find a rational explanation. Back home, it's time to sleep at midnight. Exactly at 12 o'clock the spell is activated. At dawn, Harper wakes up with the feeling that something in her body is not right. When she goes to see Tez, she confirms that she too has noticed something strange. However, this time, the exchange is not the same as that which occurred years ago. Now Anna's body is inhabited by Harper and Tez's by Lily. In turn, Harper is Anna, and Lily is Tez. The four of them panic when they realize that the phenomenon has repeated itself, although at least Anna and Tez already have experience in this type of situation. They look at each other in the mirror, astonished at the obvious change. They begin to review the psychic's words, looking for any clues that might allow them to reverse the spell. In desperation, Harper and Lily collide, trying to imitate the physical contact that could have reversed the change in the past, but Anna and Tez know that this method has already been tried without success. However, Harper and Lily are keeping a secret. They don't want to tell Anna and Tez what the psychic really told them. Now that they are in Anna and Tez's bodies, they see the perfect opportunity to prevent the wedding and separate Anna and Eric. If they manage to sabotage the engagement, they will be able to continue with their lives without having to move or face a new family. The plan seems simple. Harper in Anna's body only has to tell Eric that she doesn't love him anymore, and the wedding will be cancelled. But they don't plan to stop there. They plan to ruin every step of the process. The immigration interview, the engagement dinner, the venue reservations, the cake, the guest list, everything. The key is to convince Eric that he and Anna are not compatible. With determination, Harper in Anna's body changes her clothes, adopting a more youthful style. Lily in Tez's body gives a small makeover, reinforcing the illusion of control over the situation. With the adults out of the game, the girls manage to send them to fulfill the daily activities assigned to them in their respective bodies. This gives them time to disrupt all the wedding preparations. Harper in Anna's body attends a dance class that is part of the presentation that she and Eric will make during the ceremony. However, Harper has no experience in dance, and of course she doesn't do it well at all. In parallel, Lily in Tez's body must play tennis alongside Ryan, who participates in a friendly competition against two ladies from the club. To her surprise, they win the match, although Lily has no idea how they did it. Meanwhile, Harper, exhausted and frustrated, runs away from the dance studio because she can't keep up with the rhythm or the steps. Meanwhile, at school, Anna and Tez are serving detention for the disasters caused by Harper and Lily during the bake sale. There, Elton appears, the former and stern teacher who mistreated Anna during her student days and even tried to woo Tez. His personality remains the same. He confiscates cell phones and forces students to run as punishment for her part. Harper in Anna's body arrives at her mother's work by bicycle. That day she has a promotional photo shoot for her tour, but she is still devastated by her breakup. Meanwhile, Lily in Tessa's body tries to appear normal in front of Ryan, so she acts as if she were really an adult, buying items for the elderly, and discovering with horror that in old age she could even lose her teeth. Determined to renew T's image, Lily applies a product to plump her lips and takes modern and daring photos for her new book. Worried, Ryan thinks she's having an allergic reaction, but she denies it. He then sends the images to his agent. Confident in his new look, back at school, Elton forces the students to pick up trash from the bleachers. Tez, trapped in Lily's body, tries to impose adult authority by arguing with him, but only manages to make the punishment worse and generate rejection from her classmates. Meanwhile, Harper calls Lily for help. A worried Lily goes to Anna's work, where they reunite. Harper explains that she doesn't know how to comfort Ella, who continues to cry inconsolably. Lily adopts a sympathetic and warm tone with Ella, something that the young singer sincerely appreciates, since according to her, Anna no longer understands love since she is about to get married. Harper, trying to connect with Ella, tells her that she had a first love named Jake, and that maybe that's why he can understand what she's feeling. Intrigued, she asks if the song she wrote was inspired by that Jake. Confused, Harper doesn't know what his song refers to, so he does. The sample tells her it's a wonderful composition, and that he doesn't understand why she stopped writing. Harper, moved, replies that she did it because she had a daughter, and because she now writes songs in secret. At that moment, she understands many things about her mother that she didn't understand before. She confesses that of all the songs, this is the only one that has truly touched her. She asks her permission to perform it at the presentation the next day, and Harper agrees. Then Lily comes up with an idea. She suggests that this song is proof that Anna still has feelings for Jake. If they manage to reunite her with him, she won't be able to marry Eric. Harper, somewhat doubtfully, she asks how she plans to find him. Lily astutely replies that that's what the Facebook database of old people is for. Reviewing Anna's contacts, they find Jake and discover that he has liked practically all of her posts. He's obsessed with your mom, Lily concludes taking advantage of the fact that Ella has calmed down. The girls join her photo shoot. They try on striking outfits, pose for the cameras, and become the center of attention. As they leave the studio, Ella, amused, offers to take them. Meanwhile, Anna and Tez, still in detention, take advantage of the fact that Professor Elton has fallen asleep to retrieve his phone from the teacher's bag. There they discover everything Harper and Lily have been doing. Alarmed, they decide to act immediately without wasting any time. They steal some skateboards from the school and set off in search of the psychic, hoping to reverse the spell as soon as possible. But along the way they allow themselves a little relief. They stop to enjoy the pleasures they had left behind in their adult lives. Ice cream, junk food, churros, cotton candy, savoring for a moment the freedom of not having responsibilities. Lily and Harper head to Jake's record store. Harper is nervous because she has no idea how to flirt with him. She has never been good with boys. Lily, trying to cheer her up, offers her some quick tips on how to act safely. Just then Harper sees Jake get off his motorcycle and can't help but notice how good he looks. A little awkwardly, Harper tries to flirt with her. Jake, seeing her, tells her that he didn't know she would be passing by that day to understand that they have seen each other recently. He asks her to sign some records, and Harper continues with her attempt at wooing him by flipping her hair wildly and making strange gestures. However, her performance is so unconvincing that Jake, confused, asks her if she is having a stroke. Somewhat embarrassed, Harper walks away. She takes a moment to talk to Lily. She tells him she needs help, that she doesn't know how to flirt, and that since she has a French boyfriend she should have more experience. But Lily confesses something that leaves her perplexed. She has never had a boyfriend, and the whole French guy thing was a lie. Harper is shocked, but the moment allows them to open up more honestly. Meanwhile, Tez and Agna finally locate the psychic. She is excited to see them again, surprised that her readings have had any real impact. However, she repeats that this time the lesson is not just for 2 but for 4. It is not enough for Anna and Tess to change Harper, and Lily must too. Beyond that warning, the psychic cannot offer any more help. She apologizes since she now has to continue with her other job. Back at the record store, Jake runs into Tess, whom he hasn't seen for many years. She tries to cover up by saying that she was just stretching on the floor. Jake bluntly tells her that he has been thinking about her lately, and asks if she is still with her husband. It seems clear that she wants to rekindle an old relationship. Lily sparks in Tess's body, and answers that she is still married, but that her husband is quite old. Jake, curious, asks how old she is, and she replies that they never talk about it, although he estimates that she must be between 50 and 100. Jake is confused by Anna's attitude, assuring him that the note is strange, as if she were reconsidering some things. Lily gives him the courage, and suggests that maybe that's true. She even mentions that she wrote a song about him. She then calls Harper so that she can tell Jake about that song while she entertains herself by looking for music by older people like Coldplay. Harper is about to tell Jake the story behind the song when she suddenly receives an urgent call. Anna and Eric's appointment at the immigration office is that same day. Jake kindly lends them his car, and Lily drives at full speed to the place. Harper and Eric arrive just in time at the office. However, Harper continues with her plan of sabotage. When the lady is about to approve the marriage, Harper interrupts, assuring him that Eric doesn't really know her. She begins to ask him unexpected questions, trying to put him in a difficult position. To Eric's surprise, he answers each of them accurately. He shows that he knows Anna deeply, her tastes, her history, her quirks. The answers completely convince the young lady, who accepts the relationship as valid. Harper, incredulous, realizes that Eric truly loves his mother, and this makes her question her intentions. After everything she has experienced, Harper comes to an unexpected conclusion. Eric truly loves his mother. He confesses this to Lily, who, somewhat bewildered, asks him if he did anything to separate them. However, Harper responds that she needs to clear her mind before making any hasty decisions. Meanwhile, Eric goes in search of Anna and Tez, whom he finds in the park enjoying a short break. Both still in their teenagers' bodies, joke about how incredible it is to fall without serious consequences, since now they don't break bones like they did when they were adults. They share laughter and a freedom they had forgotten. Meanwhile, Lily and Harper also have a moment of sincerity. They reflect together on their relationship and recognize that at least that day they have hated each other a little less. Harper tells her that she doesn't understand how anyone could not love California with its climate, its energy, and its beaches, but Lily confesses that she deeply misses England. Even so, she recognizes that if she were to like the Angels even a little, Harper would not want her around. Harper agrees without hesitation, which is why they must go ahead with their plan. Later, Anna and Tez wait for the girls, who return home late. Anna tries to impose a punishment, but Harper, in Anna's body, fearlessly challenges her, reminding her that she is now the adult. The situation quickly escalates, and the four end up facing each other in a heated argument, bringing up everything they have caused by living in each other's bodies. The next morning, Harper accompanies Erica to her surfing session. Looking for a moment to talk with him sincerely, she begins to be moved when she realizes that contrary to what her mother thought, she does not plan to abandon her. After they get married, Eric for his part confesses that he has been reconsidering his decision to move to London. That plan no longer seems so attractive to him, which confirms that his feelings for Anna are true. Finally, the day of the wedding rehearsal arrives. Everyone enthusiastically prepares. Anna and Harper begin to appear closer, achieving a certain complicity, but when she sees them, Lily can't help but feel displaced. She no longer has that mother-daughter connection because her mother is no longer there. This sadness leads her to think that maybe the best thing to do is to ruin the rehearsal dinner to definitively cancel the engagement. During dinner, things begin to fall apart. Jake, who is Lily's guest, shows up, causing immediate discomfort. Anna's younger brother Harry also arrives. Harper tries to repair the damage and tries to explain that things are not what they seem and that in reality they were always wrong. Eric tries to remain calm and asks about Jake, to which Lily responds without a filter that he was Anna's ex-boyfriend and that she still hasn't gotten over him. The tension explodes. Hurt, Eric gets up and announces that the wedding is cancelled. He is tired of the uncertainty, and it hurts him to think that Anna still hasn't made her feelings clear. Harper desperately apologizes to her mother. She didn't mean for things to end this way, but Anna, visibly affected, replies that deep down she did believe Harper wanted to ruin their relationship. Without further ado, she leaves. Lily, seeing the consequences of her actions, finally understands the extent of the damage she has caused. Filled with guilt, she cries silently. T watches her from afar, and although she first stops to chat briefly with Ryan, she later approaches Lily in a sincere conversation. Lily confesses that she hasn't seen so much since her mother's death, bad to her father like now, and that it's all her fault. T, with the warmth of a true maternal figure, replies that regretting doesn't change what happened, but that the important thing now is to try to repair the damage. We have to move forward and learn from our mistakes. When Eric is about to leave, Lily, still in T's body, gets in his way by climbing onto the hood of the car to stop him. Eric tells her that apart from Anna, Lily is the most important thing in his life, that he tries every day to be a good father that he has to manage on his own, and that he fears losing his daughter too. After having already lost his wife, he confesses that he always believed that Anna's family could be the ideal home for Lily. Lily replies that trying to join the Colemans was the best decision they could have made. She asks him not to give up, that he can still fight for the woman he loves, and although Eric seems resigned, exhausted by what happened, T in Lily's body firmly tells him that she does want to stay. Eric attends the concert, in which Anna is also present. While she remains backstage, Anna discovers that it has all been a surprise organized by Ella. Is tasked with performing live the song that she supposedly wrote herself. Puzzled, Anna insists that she has never written a song for Jake until she listens carefully to the lyrics and understands the truth. The song is not dedicated to an old love, but to her daughter. Harper, moved, she explains it to Harper, who, not knowing how to play the guitar, feels insecure. Then Anna decides to hide behind the stage and play the guitar instead, pretending that Harper is the one singing the melody. However, Harper does not want her mother to remain hidden and invites her to come out on stage, acknowledging in front of the audience that the song was written for her. Mother and daughter sing together, sealing a deeply emotional moment. Eric arrives at the concert accompanied by Tez and Lily. Seeing Anna sing alongside Harper, he is completely captivated. The stage becomes a point of union for everyone. Tess, Lily, Anna, and Harper finally understand and respect each other's feelings. The lesson has been learned, and as if the universe knew it, the spell is broken. Each one returns to her corresponding body. The night still holds more surprises. Anna has her epic moment when she performs alongside her friends Peg and Maddie, sing the iconic song of their youth, the same one she sang in the first film, reliving the energy of those days. Lily tells him with a sincere smile that she wishes she were where her sister is, finally recognizing her as part of her family, driven by the emotion of the moment. Anna calls Eric up on stage, takes him by the hand, and in front of everyone proposes marriage. Eric accepts without hesitation. Finally, the big day arrives. Anna and Eric get married in a beautiful and joyful ceremony. Everyone enthusiastically celebrates the beginning of this new stage in their lives, and by the way, among the guests is Jake, who cordially greets Tez and introduces her to his new girlfriend, a woman who curiously looks a lot like Tez from a few years ago. Thus this film concludes with a renewed family, a strengthened love, and a song that once again unites generations.